Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Dynamo video talking about prize picks for the MLB playoffs on Wednesday, October 4th. Pretty awesome to have games during the day, right? While you're working and stuff. It's pretty nice just to have on in the background. Cool to watch as well. So excited to get into these 5 picks we got for you guys to consider in this video. Last video, our hitter stack hit at the end, so stay tuned to the end of this video to see our hitter stack for today on October 4th. Also, if you guys want to try out any of these tools that I'm going to use in this video, Outlier here or OddsJam over here, they both have free trials with them if you use the links down below in the description, so definitely check both those tools out if you're interested. Also, Thrive is an app just like Prizepicks, but over there they have a 100% deposit match up to $250 plus a free swear for new users right now, over a half a passing yards for Justin Fields. If you don't play NFL, you can just throw this in your MLB slips as a free square. You know, it's completely free unless Fields pulls in Aaron Rodgers. Too soon on that, but this is for new users on Thrive over there, just like Prize Picks, but a ton of free money, free square, and you have to deposit $25 to take advantage of the free square deal. So check out Thrive, it'll be linked down below. So for this one, only 3 games on the day. We're going to give you picks from all 3 games here. So the first one I'm going to is going to be this guy on the screen right here, Sonny Gray, but we're actually going to his hits allowed on the over against Toronto. Thinking Toronto's going to have a bounce back game after only scoring 1 run in the game on Tuesday. So Sonny Gray, let's pull him up on Outlier over here. They have him here at 4.5. They don't have an alternate line at 4. But you can see at 4.5, how many times in his last 10, 5 of the last 10 games, he's given up more than 4.5 hits. But our line's at 4, so, you know, this one would have pushed here and this one would have pushed here. So it's really like 5 for 8 instead of 5 for 10 in this one. Toronto batters against Sonny Gray. We can see over here Chapman's hitting him really nicely in 8 at-bats, hitting 375. Merrifield is not, though, and has the most at-bats against him. But definitely good to see Chapman there. Heineman hitting 1,000 as well. So they have some guys that have hit against him historically. We also like to see that they will let Sonny Gray go 6-7 innings commonly. Most of these games, besides 2, he went at least 6 in 8 of his last 10. So just more innings, even if he's pitching well, to give up a hit here or 2 in an inning. Those add up if you're throwing 6 innings or even up to 7. So good to see there. I'm guessing versus Oakland, they just kind of rested him because game didn't mean much. So definitely some good stats over here on Sonny Gray. All these stats are at 4.5 on Outlier, but we got him at 4, so boost these numbers up even more. Head to head, he's faced Toronto 1 time this year, and he gave up 5 hits as well. All right, then we got Zach Eflin. We're going to go over on the hits allowed in this one. The Rangers got 9 hits in the game on Tuesday, so definitely a good amount of hits. And Eflin, probably not as good as Glasnow, so I think that they're going to be getting some good hits off Eflin in this game as well. Let's pull him up on Outlier. Outlier is just a great way if you're considering picks to kind of solidify those. So we got over 4.5. Look at the odds from these sports books: -130, -135, -135. They have this as a 57% chance to hit in his last 10 games. 7 of them he's given up 5 hits or more. Definitely supports this one. In his last 5, 4 of his last 5, he's given up 5 hits or more as well. Not a ton of experience against his team. Most at bats is 2 here for Hedges, who's hitting 1,000. Seager also 1 for 2 against him, and then he got low and Grossman out. But again, we're looking for a good amount of innings pitched. Good to see that in his last 8 games, he's gone 5 innings at least in all of them, and even 4 games with 6 or more innings, with 1 with 7 innings pitched. So that's definitely clutch for targeting pitchers over on their hits allowed. So that's going to be our 2 to start this one out. For the third pick, we're coming over here to OddsJam, which is another great tool with a free trial. You can get 25% off after the trial if you sign up with code Dynamo. That'll be linked down below. But their top pick here is going to be Nathan Eovaldi, under 4 hits allowed. And you can see all these other sportsbooks have it at 4.5, but like -183 over here on Caesars. MGM has it -175. So they really like this one to go under 4.5, which means they're very certain that this one's going to be 4 or even less. And after the performance that the Rays put up in the first game, I think I'm on the Rangers train a little bit here, as you could tell. So we're going to come back here and we're going to fire this one up. The 4 hits allowed, we're going to take the under. So even if he pushes here, which the sportsbooks think is nearly a lock, that's going to be fine here. And another thing I didn't mention is they had 2 tacos yesterday on Taco Tuesday. Maybe we'll get something here on Wednesday. I'm not sure, but definitely look out for those throughout the day. Something could pop up for the MLB playoffs because there's nothing else really going on in sports at all tomorrow. So I think they could give you guys some deals as well. So keep an eye out for deals on pitchers, especially is where you're going to get those deals. And some of these guys could have better lines come out with those deals. So definitely watch out for that. But now we're going to go to our hitter stack. Our hitter stack hit yesterday. It was the Brewers. It was Yelich and Contreras, I believe. Both hit the over 1.5 hits RBI run. We're going to go back to a hitter stack, and we're going to get into the late game here. The Marlins-Phillies highest projected run total is 8 in this game, but it's actually minus 115 to go over 8, which is slightly higher than the Rangers game. And the Phillies are big favorites at minus 155, so we're going to target Phillies here for this hitter stack. Right now, there's not a ton of props up here, but we can go to Harper and Trey Turner on the over on their fantasy scores. You can see Turner hits 2nd in the lineup, Harper hits 4th. So we got a nice little stack. Get Turner on base. 2 batters later, we got Harper coming up behind him to hit him in, so they both get fantasy points. So let's fire this one up for a hitter stack. 7 is pretty easy to hit. Harper basically would just need an RBI single to get 5 points, and then he can get, a walk to get +2 to hit 7 here, or another hit would push him over 7. So pretty low fantasy scores here for this game and for these hitters. So definitely like this as a good stack here at the end. Going to have a nice late game sweat with these 2 hitters trying to hit these fantasy scores if these first 3 picks are hidden. So we like that as well. Again, if you guys want to try out any of these tools, Outlier or OddsJam, they both have free trials with the links down below. Also, get on Thrive. I don't know why you wouldn't. Ton of free money, 100% deposit match up to $250. You're going to have to deposit $25 to get this free square, but you could throw that in with your props. Doesn't matter, baseball or football. So definitely check it out, linked down below. It'll also be the pinned comment. All right, so now let's do a quick recap. We got our hitter stack. We got Harper at 7 hitter fantasy score on the over. Trey Turner also over. We got Turner coming up 2nd. Harper hopefully going to come up and hit him in, get double the fantasy points for Harper and Turner there. Then we got Eovaldi on the hits allowed. On the under, all the sports books have this one as a near lock to go under 4.5, so we definitely like that. Then Eflin over on his hits allowed against the Rangers, who I'm just on the Rangers train here. And Eflin is a guy who's going to go a good amount of innings. Also, the sports books liked this one at 4.5. I think it was like minus 135 on DraftKings. So those are going to be the picks here. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, check out the free trials to some of these tools, and also definitely get on Thrive here and take advantage of this free money and free square. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.